bush by the cold, where the river runs deep and the demons don't sleep and the water's obscured by the smoke. Well, I drug myself to the river's edge and I drank like a dog on the sand. It burned my tongue, my whole head got spun, and I stood on a stone and I spoke to the wind and the rain. I said I don't want to miss to get left for dead when the saints rise up at the sound, when the spirits all move in the chains and the shoes and the crack of the guns all around. I know how it is to get all dressed up.
Melissa, please.
So in a moment, our production will begin. Remember, bullets, bounties, and broken hearts is a murder mystery. Keep your eyes and ears keen, as clues will be dropped throughout. Prizes will be awarded to the person who solves the mystery. There's also a contest for correctly identifying and defining 19th century slang. And please remember to turn off your cell phones. Thank you.
I was supposed to tell a story. It's a bit long-winded and full of chicanery. Anyway, it happened many, many years ago on a chilly night, much like tonight. Some say if you listen hard, the echo of scandal reverberates across time. What's that? You've not heard of the outrage in which I speak? Well, let me tell you, if you don't mind. It was an event so salacious that, like blood, in the fabric of this community to this very day. And there's just like where was I? There was this gentleman named Winston Hagstrom. No, calling him a gentleman is too kind. It's a lie, really. He was a mean, nasty, greedy kind of guy. He would do anything to line his wallets. Steal a widow's pension, bamboozle families out of their homes. Hell, he'd steal a child's lunch money. Worse yet, it said he even killed a young wife bearing a child.
Lies! Lies! They're all lies! I would never do any such thing!
Despite Mr. Hagsham's denials, an anonymous benefactor placed a bounty on his head. As soon as Winston caught wind of this, he planned on catching the next train out of town.
Balderdash! I help all the ladies cross the streets. My generosity paved the roads of this town. I funded construction of the new churches. The girl, it was an accident. She stepped before my carriage. Never mind. I need not defend myself to the likes of you. None of you deserve my kindness.
Hey, where are you going with our donations? Stop it! How are we going to pay for our summer play?
Oh, no! Mine!
It's mine!
Thank you!
Who did a light shot? The mud still, the money's mine.
Is this yours, ma'am?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. I'd hate to see that tyrant get away with another outrage. It's an honor to rid the world of his likes.
You killed them?
Yes, I did. Anything for a good cause.
Dudley, you're so full of horse pucker, your blue eyes turn brown. Anything for a pat on your back, eh? Shoot a man. You couldn't squash a bug without squealing like a little girl.
Well, well, if it isn't Madam Marcy, why am I not surprised?
If a dollar bell fell in the forest, you'd be the first one to find it. You got more dead presidents underneath that brazier of yours than Arlington National Cemetery.
Well, I know. You're responsible for a few of them.
I'm going to be seen in public with the likes of you.
That would cost you more than you could pony up.
I want to touch you or your kind
Without a $10 bill.
prostitute.
Prude.
When did you get here?
He can't answer your question. Sam's a mute. That's why they call him Silent Sam. Oh, great. Now the mute wants credit? What's this world coming to? A girl can't rid society of a peckerwood without an odd stick clamoring for her glory.
You should have put that glory to Holy Cat House's wall. No standing gentleman does this community a favor. I know a manipulative madam wants props.
You saying the mute did it?
Ain't smart enough to talk. How's he going to kill someone?
Just 'cause he's dumb doesn't mean he's stupid. He's got a gun.
Yeah, and didn't he shoot himself in the foot last year?
Yeah, so maybe he is dumb and dumber. That doesn't mean he can't collect the bounty.
Bounty?
Don't you play stupid. The Hegstrom bounty.
What bounty?
Like you don't know. You're just coppering your bet. Another reason you didn't shoot that scoundrel? You didn't have this thing called motive.
You're a hooker, not a lawyer.
Ain't much difference.
How about all the in the world? He built my mother's widow's pension and my inheritance. I had every reason to shoot him between the eyes.
He was shot twice in the heart.
I have bad aim.
And a thin story.
It's true it doesn't exist. Winston, the despicable, indeed absconded with the late Miss Do-Nothing's estate. It's reason enough for Dudley to expedite Winston's meeting his maker. Being fair and just, the Creator would be merciful to condemn Winston to eternity, scrubbing his armpits with brimstone and bathing in a lake of fire. What that flannel-mouthed liar did to the Lord's own church, beyond redemption, worthy of crucifixion, or be murdered at the stake. 2 bullets in the heart is a mercy only a man of the cloth, like myself, can. Step aside, children. I shall collect that bounty as recompense for the fleecing of the church's coffers.
If I didn't know better, I'd swear mutes couldn't laugh.
Mysterious ways.
Like you spilling more horse pucker than a pack team during the Railroad Day Parade. I have it on good authority the dearly departed didn't steal from the collection plate. That honor belongs to your own sticky fingers.
Blasphemer! What an outrage! How dare you second-guess the integrity of a man of the cloth? There's a special place in hell for heretics such as yourself.
I do a better job hiding behind my bustier than you do your collar. Spare me your mumbo-jumbo, Reverend. You and I are more alike than you think. We both know something about this town's secrets. How we tend our flocks? That's a different story.
Fornicator.
Hypocrite.
Painted lady.
Liar.
Jezebel.
Sodomite.
Hey! Shut your bazoos! We got more important matters than fighting like Kilkenny cats. What about the bounty? I'm in my rights to collect. That horse's ass built my family.
He stole from the church. That's a great reason.
Hey, what about you? What's your motive?
Yeah. She talks an awful lot. She ain't saying much.
Yeah, them jaws of hers sure like a flat.
There you go.
A lady doesn't kiss and tell. Especially in this town.
Winston stabbed Marcy in Sam's chest.
No moron. Sam says Winston broke Marcy's heart.
It's true. I loved him. We were going to elope, or so he said. Then he gave me the mitten and took up with a less seasoned girl. And vengeance reigns hardest from the clouds of a broken heart. You, and you have your reasons. None as bitter as mine. Matters of the heart. For that reason, I shall collect the bounty. That no-good crosspatch.
Not so fast. What about the mute? What's his story?
I don't know, he never said nothing.
Greed, pure and simple. He's an opportunist.
Ha! Kettle. Look how black thy are. No, madam, you are the opportunist.
Charlotte by day.
Harlot by night. And you, Reverend, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, believing this woman has an iota of feeling. You've been ministering malcontents far too long. Must be time to light my donation envelope.
Now, that wouldn't be necessary.
I was far too kind referring to you as a less seasoned girl. Frigid is more like it.
And you're a calico queen, capable of turning multiple tricks on a single mattress.
Little Miss Prim and Proper, keeper of books and all things bound. You ought to know why it's called turning a trick. Any ideas?
I don't.
It takes magic to rekindle a flame you drowned with your aura of ice. If you spent a quarter of your time with your old man as you had your books, maybe you wouldn't have been such a scoundrel.
Now it's my fault he was a thieving, two-timing four-flusher?
It starts at home.
Do you have any idea what a nightmare that man was? Keeping his house was no easy chore, I'll tell you. Is it any wonder I surrounded myself with literature? But even fictional worlds weren't far enough away to escape his shadow. And when the darkness of his soul eclipsed even the faintest hope from the tones accompanying my heart, well, what else was I to do?
Let the professionals handle it.
Professionals? Ha! Have you seen yourselves? If any one of you were capable, I would have hired you myself and paid you with the departed's money, but look at you. Sees no evil, speaks no evil.
Oh, Dudley dear, don't flatter yourself. You're too stupid to know evil. And you, madam, have had more evil inside you than both Sodom and Gomorrah. No. I had no choice but to handle it myself.
Bravo! You almost had me. I have to hand it to you. I pulled the trigger and I almost believed your act. Worthy of an award. You have a talent. If you're ever in need, come see me. I have a position for you.
I'd rather starve.
While you're all making plans and talking ethics and morals, anyone considered that the sheriff might be on his way?
What are we going to do with the body? This is a private bounty after all.
I won't wind up in the pokey with it.
The sheriff's holed up in Superior.
Yeah, he only comes this way around election time.
He's in town. Probably full of tick, these loony kids.
Oh.
So, how are we going to solve our little problem?
As you can see, the principals had a dilemma. Who would claim the bounty money and walk away the richer? But that's their problem. My friend, yours is to decide who pulled the trigger, who delivered those fatal shots. Was it Dudley Do Nothing? Could it be the town's saucy madam, Marcy? Could it be the unthinkable? Did the Reverend usher in the Lord's vengeance? Has Lottie switched from tones to tunes? And I forgot about Sam. But a man with nothing to say has nothing to prove.
Okay, the ballots are passed out. Please indicate your choice of the culprits.
Got it.
I hope y'all have been paying attention because clues were dropped and questions are about to be answered. Make sure to write your name on the ballot and have them ready. But be careful, only your first vote counts. It's ink after all, and any crossouts will void your vote. Correct ballots will be put in a hat and the grand prize winner will be drawn. Remember to keep your ear keen. Jot down the 19th century slang. The person who correctly identifies the most usages wins a second prize.